Are you playing on desert or forest maps also? Because that makes a big difference. I discovered the hard way. There's a lot less forgiveness on a desert map.
Like the challenge default, yeah. So we've got a lot of desert area here without a whole lot of trees. So it has spread pretty quickly. But as soon as we get to these trees, they start absorbing the pollution. And as long as your pollution cloud doesn't actually touch a biter base, they won't come and attack you. Like, we're going to have to take care of this base up here just if we actually turn our refinery on, because that's going to start making lots of pollution.
Which is why I shored up the defense there, is to keep them from being able to just waltz in and eat our refinery.
Yeah, so a desert area is nice to build on because you don't have to clear the trees. However, the trees are actually
your friend.
Kind of the only thing you have as an ally in cleaning up the pollution. So if you can keep your pollution down or focus your production really on some military aspects, and we haven't really had a dire need for it. Like, we've got 1,000 bullets in a chest, or cartridges in a chest down here, and we've only been hand feeding turrets. But we've got a bit of wall and some turrets.
I did do a lot of early exploration and extermination to buy us some forgiveness, so that's a small factor.
Yeah, and JMO's got great suggestions. If you turn up the starting area a little bit until you're more comfortable with biters being right on top of you at the outset, that will definitely help you get established. And then cliffs are kind of contentious. I kind of like having a little bit of that challenge initially, but as soon as you get cliff explosives, the challenge is gone. So it's not a challenge that continues to be a challenge.
I like them as a natural channel, natural funneling point for the critters. It often can give you a little bit of a break on building defenses if you can use the cliffs to sort of, well, a great example would be like what I did here, where I've got a little chunk of wall with some turrets in between the cliffs, and I had a chunk here, and I'm using the cliffs to defend the wall and connect the pieces so I didn't have to build nearly as much.
Mm-hmm.
That saved us a lot of pain in the ass early on.
Build this one backwards for now.
I should take high power lines before I wander off, because I'm going to need those. Those were right over here, right?
Yeah, it's possible that the cliffs can be beneficial, but also not. This is a crappy place to.
Once you get to the point that you're graduating from a base to a mega base, you need the space more than you need the defenses. So.
That is a dumb looking thing, but I'm going to do it because we need red circuits for blue science build up here eventually. Yeah, and depending on how much continuity you put into them, like, you can have, like, this whole thing from here down to here could theoretically be connected. I've certainly been on maps where there's been enormous stretches of cliffs actually fully connected. All right, so we burned through our 1,000 plastic.
Oh, don't burn it. That's bad pollution. So wasteful.
Yeah, Karen Master gets a little uppity. I need to add some new things for him to say and do.
You know, you could always go with your forte and pop culture references. Give him some movie quotes. Pop culture farts in your general direction.
Yeah, or well, like I'm like, I could have him like sniff people and stuff or something. I don't. Maybe that's too creepy.
I feel like that might be a little bit creepy. Just a tiny bit.
Well, I feel like the cliffs end up hugging the shoreline because they end up using the same Perlin noise map as the water, so that you've got your elevations or whatever. And when it ticks across a level of the noise to the higher level, that's when it spawns a cliff. Sniff. We can make him a Biden bot. Leans in real close and sniffs your hair. 24.
You could always give him the sound effect too. A deep, uncomfortable sniff. Oh,
okay,
no.
so that's 8, 16,
Why is there
24.
Why is there a gap
Wow. Some bald people may have an issue with that. Well, if Viking comes in, you'll just have to deal with it. Alright, why are we out of bricks?
Wasn't me.
Because our initial patch is depleted, and the stuff we have in boxes is going directly to stone, not into the furnaces. But the outpost that we have built is a stone outpost, so that's a bonus if we get off our butts and make a train.
I'm talking about northwest there. Yeah, it's all stone.
Yeah.
Right. So how many drills to feed a belt? Because I've got.
So a drill outputs every half a second, and
Okay.
a yellow belt does 15. So 15 per side, or 30 total.
I might have a problem.
How's that?
Because I've got a patch of drills that are about 10 by 12. Thanks, JMO. I've got about 10 by 12, so that's like 120. So if I feed that through a couple of splitters to try and balance it, in theory, that's 4 belts of copper.
Okay.
Do we want 4 belts traveling this way, or should I have them just condensed down to 2, and then...
4 would be fine, because we've got less than 1 now, and we want to feed 4 smelters.
Okay.
It'll be significantly cheaper to run 4 belts of yellow.
Oh,
even
yeah.
if you start with some sections that are red to get them to a balancer.
Okay, let's bring these guys up to approximately the same height as each other. And this one needs to come up too. Sure, that'll work. Okay, well, I didn't bring nearly enough yellow belts because I didn't realize I was going to go through quite this much. Green chips eats a lot.
I think I'm going to increase the yellow box cap.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got 5 lines that are producing copper.
Since they recycle anyway.
I'm gonna have to feed them through a couple of balancers.
Yeah, if you do a red 4 to 4 with yellow outputs, that should accept stuff as fast as it can, and then run it out to the right places to do the 4 that we're actually moving across.
Shit, I don't even know if I have that blueprint.
Well, that one's pretty easy to build, too.
He says to someone who hasn't played this in 2 months.
Well,
also,
I actually have it too.
I don't have any red belts anyway. I gotta come back and grab both kinds. Let's go get loaded up on belts. I think I've got everything else I need down there. I just need the belts and we should be in good shape. Come through y'all. And go. Oh, belts are down here. Oh, am I out of arms again? I'm out of freaking inserters again. Alright.
Arms.
Oh my god, I've just got.
I don't know why that. I don't know why I find it funny, but I do.
Let's grab a few of those. Grab a few of those, and I'm probably gonna need the hooded ones to do the balancing act. I also don't have either of the splitters, do I? Oh, I've got just a little bit of the red splitters. 38 of the yellow splitters, that's fine. Okay. So I've got a bunch of splitters, a bunch of belts, a bunch of hooded belts of both kinds. Let's see if I can make this work. Woo! Come on. Pick a diagonal. No. There you go.
It's an issue of learning more about world building and how nature affects terrain. Yeah.
Okay, so we can come down.
I mean, like just using Perl and noise, it's probably because we've been playing it for 5 years already, but that feels like a Factorio map, so I don't know how much altering that's going to really make things feel different. Train things.
Okay, so like
200. You need to make a whole lot of rail. Because 200 is not going to.
Alright, so here's what I'll do.
Yeah, it probably doesn't do. It's at least done an adequate job. And like a Minecraft map took a lot longer to develop how to do that, I think. Maybe it didn't. But it feels like. How far over do I do? True. Yeah, their gen is configurable. I don't know if anyone. I don't recall anyone that's made any significant changes. I don't know if maybe it hasn't bothered people enough.
You mean like making a mod to correct map generation, or people just playing with the inbuilt settings?
A mod, because the map gen is essentially programmable at this point.
Yeah, it's got some pretty interesting alternative features.
Yeah, I know that Minecraft has enough map gen modding that like you can take basically just a PNG that you've painted for biomes and it will create a map for that.
That would be kind of neat. Take a map that you've designed for some other purpose, whatever, tabletop gaming or whatever, and Minecraft generate a map for it.
Work maybe. I'm terrible at trains.
At trains?
Yeah, trains.
I don't mind doing them.
We're doing, looks like we're doing 2-4 trains, maybe?
Oh, this is gonna
I guess
be
there's
shit.
nothing else has been built.
The line that goes from home to away east and away southwest is an entirely utilitarian line I just threw down so I'd have a quick transport. So don't think that's any indication of anything.
Yeah, so I grabbed Mojo's blueprint book to do things.
Oh
here.
I think that'll probably leave me. Oh man.
Feel like this.
Alright. Let's do it this way. Since I need a buttload more belt. Come on, little car, you can do it. You can do it.
And I'm sure I don't have a train stop, and I don't have materials to make one.
Wow, that was close. I just about slammed right into that factory because of the lag. I'm glad I didn't.
And some cliff explosive. Okay, trees, you're in the way.
Shit. Incorrect guess as to how much lag there was. I just plowed through the trees instead.
Let's grab a station, a couple engines, a couple wagons. Let's see if we can set up a stone train. That's so weird that stone is our first thing that's going out.
I don't know if it was first. I think the copper was in worse shape.
Well, like our initial stone patch is completely made. A couple more boxes.
Well, that is not good. Good news is I have secured a replacement patch for both, thankfully.
We're gonna put to that. That is not good. Okay, so getting all the way. Just has to fill up. They make pretty quickly after you collect all the materials. Alright, so I have some robots out there flying around being done, I believe.
Completely lost because you've left them behind.
Yeah. Okay. We'll pick up a couple of grenades, get some cliff explosive in my inventory to lay track with. I'm ready for exoskeletons.
I'm ready for faster robots.
Them too.
Robots that can carry more than one thing at a time. That'd be so awesome. I totally forgot that was an upgrade until I'm sitting here wondering, why are all these guys just doing one thing at a time and then coming back?
Well, when they place, I think it is just one thing at a time, unless it's a tile, like concrete or stone brick.
No, I'm pretty sure later on they can carry multiple things, and they'll go out and go and drop like 4 belts or something.
They'll do that for tiles, but that's it, I believe.
Are you including belts as tiles? I'm not sure what qualifies as tiles.
No, just concrete, landfill,
okay. Ground cover,
stone brick. Yeah, things that change. Yeah.
I see. There we go. Get you guys to fill in this little back part.
So yeah, my robots are out there doing nothing.
One tile missing and they're just ignoring it for some reason.
Train stop. You can be as far down as... I guess like right here even. Sure. Yay, built a locomotive.
Good job. I am most of the way to having the new copper setup connected. Even using robots for this is still slow.
We need to finish Logibots so that we can restock when we walk by the mall.
Oh man. Every time you walk by the mall, just having 1,000 of them bringing shit over. I miss those days. It's so spoiled once you get them. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
even the construction bots. I've been lamenting their absence since we started. Oh man, I'm not used to this, and not having 1,000 construction bots doing the work for me.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, I need to run towards my poor little bots here. Come on, guys. Charge up.
You can do it. You gotta give them words of encouragement, or they don't feel like they're accomplishing.
Get in the charger. Is that encouraging? Do it now.
Don't you know it's your home? Are you too good for your home? These are not encouraging words. This will startle the poor, delicate little robot and cause them to flee, looking for shelter.
What? Why are you bringing this rail back? Why didn't you place it down? You took it out and were flying towards it.
Because you went too far away. I ran out of battery. I don't have the juice. Alright. Quit fucking around. Fill in the back part. Come on, guys.
Okay.
There you go. Now, I'm trying not to tell you how to do your jobs, but you're doing a shitty job of your jobs.
Right? Fly faster.
I'd really like
I don't know how.
Yeah, I'd really like to not judge you right now, but you're making it very hard.
Oh, as long as Atlas doesn't come in here and start bitching about bot rates, we should be okay. All right. This isn't going to work too well without any signals, but, you know, it'll be all right someday.
I've got all the signals. I just have to get over there.
I'm going to go back to the cave.
Will you guys please build the belt?
Still appreciate all of those raids from Monsieur Boy and, of course, Evil as well.
Build a frickin' belt! Build it!
You know, you could build one of those as you walk.
Yeah, but they can't keep up with my walking speed. I tried that earlier with something, and they couldn't keep up with the walking speed, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
just saying you could help a bot out.
I could. I could also accidentally shoot them out of a cannon into the sun.
Poor little guys.
He was moving so slow, I thought he was a cannonball.
Let's go pick up some signals. Signals would be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then...
There we go, and open the floodgates.
Let's make sure we've got some stack inserters to load up the train.
I got arms. I got all the arms.
Arms.
You
and your arms.
They're robotic arms. Okay, so there's about to be a tsunami of copper come flying in, just so you know.
Okay.
Come on, guys, don't let the belt stop. Don't let the belt stop. Better keep that belt moving. Don't let the you let me down. Now I'm not moving.
Too much of those. Should be enough splitters and whatnot.
Oh, mother of God.
Electric poles, that's what
I'm out of friggin' belts, man. Apparently emptying the box did not give me enough belts.
Yeah, I don't know how caught up it was. It's back up to 1.1k.
Okay, I should have plenty then. Let's go over here, and I'm not going to have to empty it nearly as far as I did last time.
More steel chests, please. That and that and that. That should be enough to make a train stop, right?
Alright, so I need to come down.
How much more rail has been built? We'll take half the rail too. Why not? We have some inventory. Stop.
There it is.
Don't spend all those inserters over there. We need them. I just need some daylight so we can charge up our batteries.
Yeah, I wonder how dead my battery's getting.
Down in the lower right,
oh, yeah.
Next to your armor, you can hover over the battery and it'll tell you the percentage.
I think I'm at about 85%. 80%. I'm doing okay. See,
I'm at 55.
I
don't know how many more.
I've got 6 personal batteries, so
that
helps.
Yeah, I've got 2 batteries and 8 solar panels.
Yeah, I did 9, 6, and 1 roboport. And it seems to sort of be a decent balance. It's keeping them from running out.
Yeah, I'm not doing bad now that I'm not building as much. Just lollygagging along the rail, placing the signals.
Anytime one of you would like to place a belt in front of me, I'll get moving. Thank you. I swear they're doing this on purpose.
Right behind the train.
Put the frickin' belt down!
Doing what?
Leaving the belt right in front of me to the very last thing. And then they'll build every belt around it, but not the one that I need in order to move forward.
I believe their logic actually tries to start at the outer edge of your build radius.
I believe
so that would make sense.
I believe they're programmed to be inconsiderate. Reprogram them.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 4 lines of copper that are now coming to what used to be our copper patch. And I can do whatever you want with it, but our copper patch isn't dead yet. So I'm thinking...
Yeah, if you do some priority splitters and have it try to take from the copper patch first, then
okay.
Begin. Trees begun. Loading station. should I do the fancy thing? If I can remember how. It starts with that. Goes out to this or something. I don't know. Those two. It doesn't.
I cannot believe the vast quantities of belts I have consumed in this endeavor. I probably have cracked almost 2,000 belts to get that copper over here. I would have,
Seems alright.
yeah, I would have absolutely lost that bet if I'd have been asked at the outset if I thought I was going to use 2,000 pieces of belt. But 4 times the belt going that distance, it adds up.
Yep. Yeah, that's we came a long way. Oh, this doesn't have all its miners yet. I don't know if I have enough.
There you go, guys. You got some more belts.
Well, I guess I needed to pick up a stack of miners.
I have 80 of them on me. If you want some, you're not on the wrong side of things from me. I don't know where you are.
I'm all the way up by the stone.
Ah, yeah, closer for you to go to the source. What I can do with these 80 is go start setting up the beginnings of our uranium.
You say that like we've gotten our
Sulfuric acid.
like our blue science set up so that we can even research doing anything with the uranium.
Well, if you're gonna be negative, then I'll just not help. Alright, you guys pick up these belts here.
There's stone going into a train.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's an alright thing. We don't have a stop for it to go unload.
Alrighty.
Train colors. Stone. 150, 100. $15, 100. Paste, paste. Don't quite understand why I find that so satisfying. But I do.
What's that?
On the Factorio cheat sheet.com, they've got a list of train colors.
Oh. Yeah,
So
I thought that was kind of neat.
It makes it like a nice brown train for the stone. Okay, so currently stone's going to need to come in there. So if we do a train stop there. we're right-hand drive, so if we come down past, do all of our stacker stuff down here, way past, do all of our stacker stuff here, then it comes over, goes into a station, exits, goes back to the line. I think that's what. So I'm going to go most of the way down to that copper, I believe.
Yeah, you guys go finish that belt over there. Come on.
If you guys can get the trees, I'll get the tracks.
You guys are still running. That one is not. That one is not.
Big electrical. Yeah, because there's random poles going. Hi. Not positive what you're feeding, but I need you to do that stuff.
Get rid of those poles out of there. Okay, so I have an uninterrupted supply of copper to our lines that are connected. The other two lines are now eating the remains of our copper patch.
Okay.
And I'm just basically letting the copper patch peter out into those lines, which are getting filled with copper plate.
Okay.
And I'm starting to populate the arms that are missing there. We had a bunch of inserters that weren't built yet, so. Go, and I'm going to need more yellow inserters because we have a shit ton of them called for. Okay, we've now got the arms to finish that job. No, boxes wide.
Come on. Because eventually we'll need to go further south. But this this turn here can get us into our stacker area.
Okay. Copper patch is petering out into boxes on the 2 dead-end lines, and the real Slim Shady's feeding the other 2. So as these drills peter out, we will experience no loss of copper.
Okay. Have you done priority splitters and whatnot before?
I've used them. I didn't set them up here.
Okay.
All I did was set this patch up to be diverted to the far 2 lanes.
Right.
And then they can basically just chew through their stuff at whatever pace. It's just going to end up in a box temporarily. I anticipate they'll go through that before they fill the boxes. There's not a hell of a lot left on that patch. 84k left in that patch, it says. And what do we get?
Yeah, it's not a whole lot, but
1 plate is 1 copper, is that right?
correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
stone. You need 2 stone for a stone brick, but the other ores are 1 to 1.
Yeah, so I set up a couple of the little catch basins like you had with steel chests. There's 16 steel chests there that'll catch all 84k, and when we're ready to expand out into those lines, the copper is there.
Okay.
Wow, you got on that one
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, I heard it. Saw what it was. Have enough screens open. Yeah, so we've got 10% mining productivity, so that 84 will actually be 92, 92, 93.
Yeah, we should still be good with 16 steel boxes to collect it. Actually, I guess I could set these up to feed onto here and split, and onto there and split. Okay, so let's go like that. There's my splitter, and there's my splitter. And I go priority input from this side, and
Yeah.
I should take care of that, and then I can do the same effective thing here.
Yeah, like where there's 2 splitters there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, take one of them out. Just 2 splitters back to back like that don't do anything. And then have it do output to the right so that it fills up the right one. And then you can have your new splitter join in on the one that's looking a little light and do the priority input there.
I don't think I brought that back far enough. That'll drain that belt. set that one to priority input right. And output priority is left. There, just stop pooping them out on this side. Trying to. Not that it matters, I guess. Of course, by the time I got that set up, I probably lost another drill from this patch. No, surprisingly, they have not quite petered out. That one's got 3,800, that one's got 10,000, 7,200, 2,300, 10, 4,200, 2,800. Oh, that one's got 169, it's just about done. 600. Yeah, so there's two of these drills that are going to disappear real fast. And now we have 4 very solid lines. Do you want me to connect these ones similar to what you've done to make 4 lines of copper plate coming up?
Eventually that's the plan, and then the extra space at the end is so that we can convert them to steel furnaces, and when they're longer and steel, then they'll move blue belts.
When they're longer in steel, we'll be able to get away with getting rid of one of the belts because it can be copper on both sides instead of fuel on one side.
Not electric.
Not electric steel. Right. Okay. I'm getting one step ahead of the steel ones. Okay, then I'll leave those 2 lines just accumulating plate for the time being. And I might as well dump all this copper into furnaces. There we go. Do I have any coal? No, good.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How's our iron?
I think like right there.
How's our iron situation? 806. We're down to 806k on our iron patch.
Okay.
But we've got a 6.2 million iron patch straight south that we can plug into. So that'll be okay. I guess I could go get that started. Shit. Hey, where you are...
Uh-huh.
Hang on a sec, I might be able to do this. Never mind. My penchant for putting radar on the front line pays off. I can copy my blueprint from here. Like so.
Yeah, it has to be fully revealed. You're trying to copy your copper?
Yeah, I'm just copying the layout, and I've got what I needed, a 2x4 section in order to take it with me to go do the iron straight south.
All right. Do you want? If you want the whole thing, I'm standing by it now, so it's revealed.
Okay. I just grabbed like a 2x4 section of it last time, but I'll grab a bigger section this time. So I can go like that, and there we go. Okay, thank you.
Show up.
Now, where the hell's that iron patch? It's down here past the train.
Come on, little robots, get in your home.
As I'm following the train tracks, there's a safety campaign up here that they run all the time to try and convince people to stay the hell off of the railroad tracks. It says, look,
Yeah.
listen, live, stay off the tracks. I just hear the thing playing in my head as I'm following the tracks. Like, as many times as I have been schmucked by a train.
They can be super deadly.
Oh, there's not really much room for surviving when you get in an accident with a train, but I mean, as often as I've been murdered by the Factorio, you'd think that shit would be ingrained in me. And there I am following the tracks, because it's early game, right? I'll see it coming.
Well, there's no trains on the tracks yet.
Doesn't matter, it's still a stupid idea. Stupid idea is a stupid idea.
Yeah, I suppose in multiplayer you may want to pay a little more attention.
Exactly. At any point you could be like, oh, well, I'm just going to use this convenient service line that Digital so kindly built, and pow, I get picked off by a train going by.
It's such an easy path through the trees.
Yep, so much easier than going through the actual forest, so...
Alright, it is nighttime, so my robots won't charge. Oh, and I'm full on wood, too. And we don't have logistics robots, so I don't have logistics trash slots. Damn it!
Oh. Our stone operation that you just plugged into is attracting unwanted attention.
Well, yeah, it might be.
I'm getting notification about it.
Yeah, it's got some boxes to fill out, but it should be done soon. I don't know, my bags are full. I gotta go dump some stuff off here at the base.
Okay, I'm just filling in the tail end of this lake so I can build mines in here.
Stone. No stone.
Guy with the thing, will you go plug it in? Come on. You're literally holding the landfill hostage. There you go. He's hovering there charging. He won't go and deliver the thing.
I'm not ready.
Shit or get
You
off
take
the
all that. Copper. I'm gonna have to go down. Got a lot of copper plate too. Those are all full. These aren't yet. I do want some. This. A handful of them radars. Oh, hi. Alright, guys. Where are you going?
That should eat up most of the mining drills out of my inventory.
No, don't go on the belt. I can't get off the belt.
Alright, you guys, feel free to build the southern end of things here. We'll work our way up. Oh yeah, they're after that stone box. I'm gonna have to go out there and expand. Those little bastards have expanded into our territory further again. There's a new little satellite base out that way.
Yeah.
Now they're just bringing it on themselves because we kicked them out of there, cleaned the land up, prepared it for industrial, And we just move back in like a bunch of squatters.
That was one of the tweaks we made. We turned on expansion, even though it's a real world.
Yeah, that's right. It's not supposed to have expansion on a rail world. You are correct.
Because we wanted it to be harder.
Well, there's two of us, so it makes sense. Let them.
Yeah, I think we made a large starting area though, so that we had time to get started.
Yeah, without having them like creep in and crowding us.
So I say there's probably a VOD about it, but there isn't because I made it and uploaded it to the server.
Well, I guarantee you, I still have my videos from it.
Yeah, but you didn't make the world gen.
Okay.
It's like there'll be video of us talking about it, but not actually.
Yeah, not the video
what was done
of the surprises you've built in. I get
it's
where
not
you're going.
that surprising.
I get where you're going.
Like, we didn't death world it or anything.
Thankfully. I don't think I'm equipped for that in this game. I die way too fucking much.
Yeah, like... and if whatever method you generally employ does any or requires any kind of quick reaction, since we're on a internet server, that's kind of rough to try to do.
Yeah, it gets pretty tricky.
2, 4, 6. Okay, so these will hold size 6 trains. Not completely sure how many stackers we need, but I'm going to put a bunch down here.
Better to have them and not need them, right?
Sure.
No mineable resources. No mineable resources.
Oh. It's nighttime and I have run out of battery. This is going to delay things, I can tell.
Waiting for space in the belt. Surprisingly, our iron is more of these than not are waiting for space in the belt than actually out of work.
Yeah, we're not doing any research.
Yeah, we're
There's
hard
a lot
on
of it.
We're hard on the copper, but not so much on the iron. Okay, I'm gonna take a wee bio break. I gotta make a phone call and find out if I can get my truck repaired or what's going on with that, so I shall return.